What's going on, guys? It's me, Airliner Fan 2016 here, and today I have a very exciting announcement for you guys. As you can see by the title, today I'm announcing that I'll be attending the Airliners International 2023 convention in Dallas, Texas in June. Man, I am super excited to attend this convention. I have never attended a convention like this before, so it's gonna be a new experience for me. And there's gonna be a lot of aviation enthusiasts there, and I'm just excited to meet these guys. So, wow, where can I begin about this? Man, I'm just excited. I am beyond excited for this convention. I've been wanting to attend a convention like this in a long time, and finally I found the right way to do so. So, yes, Airliners International 2023, one of the largest aviation gatherings in the world. Man, I am just super excited for this. I can't wait to be part of this convention along with some of you guys who just booked their reservations. But other than that, I'm just excited to do so. So let's start on how I got into this convention in the first place, on how I got interested into this convention in the first place. So let's begin. So the Airliners International Convention is an aviation gathering that they hosted every single summer, and they would host it in every city in the US, or sometimes in Canada as well. The last time they held this convention was in Chicago O'Hare International Airport, and that was for Airliners International 2022. And that's how I got into airliners in the first place. I looked through these videos on YouTube about Airliners International 2022, and my goodness, those videos were amazing. JJ Skippy and Red River Aviation made great videos about this convention. Even AS Aviation got some videos of the Ram Tour and the plane spotting meetup in the Dave & Buster's parking garage. That is very cool right there. So, airliners, you get to meet every single aviation enthusiast you come across with. So that's very exciting. Young, old, new, or former, or current. You get to meet aviation enthusiasts from around the world. Let's just say that. That is just very interesting. And I have never met many of these Av geeks before. I have never been part of a large group of plane spotters. I've mainly been part of a small group at Sacramento International Airport. So plane spotting with a large group is gonna be new for me. So I'm really excited to see how that goes. But other than that, I'm just excited. Of course, it's not just me that's going to be attending this convention. Many other content creators like Red River Aviation, JJ Skippy, AS Aviation, Aviation LAS, I think he makes some videos as well, I'm not sure. And Citrus Aviation, I know a guy, I know him for his videos. And yeah, I'm going to be meeting these guys. I'm super excited to meet them, and yeah, we're going to talk about aviation all day long, which is going to be the very exciting part about this convention. So, yeah, so Airliners International 2023 is going to be held in Dallas, Texas, and it's going to be in the Hyatt Regency at DFW that is adjacent to Terminal C. Now, if you've been to Dallas Fort Worth in a while, for a long time, you probably know what I'm talking about, but I have never went to Dallas Fort Worth International Airport before, so this would be my first time going to this airport. And I have never went to the Dallas area in Texas before. I already went to Texas already, but it's mainly the Houston area. But I never explored the Dallas area before, so I'm really excited to see what Dallas is like. And yeah, it's gonna be very hot in Texas during the summertime, so I better bring something water in order for me to stay hydrated. But I'm excited for that either way. So yeah, so the world's largest annual airline history conference and airline collection show, celebrating 40 years in 2023 with our Dallas, Texas event. So, as I said a couple of times, it's going to be held in Dallas, Texas. So, I'm really excited. So, some interesting events are going to be happening, tours. There's going to be a Ram Tour. Well, a DFW Ram Tour is set to be announced for a while. I'm not sure when it's going to be coming out, but as of this recording, they haven't released any information about the tours or the Ram Tours yet. But they did the hangar tours and the other tours as well, museum tours. Unfortunately, those were already sold out as of this recording, so I mean, if you book it early, then that's good. But yeah, I also saw these photos of Airliners International 2022. There was a Ram Tour and a hangar tour for the United Airlines hangars. So that is pretty interesting right there. I have never went inside of an aircraft hangar before. Well, actually I have before, but not like a big hangar for commercial airplanes before. So that's gonna be interesting. I'm not sure when I'm gonna be trying that, but other than that, I'm excited for what's to come for Airliners International. But other than that, I can't wait to see what the Grand Ballroom has to offer. There's gonna be a lot of model planes, a lot of aviation memorabilia from like time cards and plates and cards. You can find anything, and like there's a lot of aviation memorabilia everywhere. It's gonna be in one ballroom, so it's just like all these like tables that are gonna be in one ballroom. So that's gonna be interesting for Airliners 2023 in Dallas. And yeah, I'm just excited to see what like the whole layout's gonna be like. I'm just excited to see what it's like. But other than that, oh, I do hear a helicopter, so I'm kind of like in an airport right now, so yeah. But other than that, I'm just excited to see what this Airliners convention has to offer me. And overall, I'm just excited to see what Airliners International 2023 is going to be offering me in the future. Now, I don't want to go, like, I don't want to be excited before the convention. I'd rather just, like, keep up my, like, be confident, stay positive, and when the time comes, that's where I will go all out. So I'm just excited to do, like, I'm just excited. Let's just say that. I'm excited to attend this convention. Let's just say that. I'm just excited. But I do want to get into more information later on in the video, like in a couple of minutes from now, because I have a presentation that I'm going to be showing guys on all you need to know for Airliners International in Dallas, Texas. And I think we should go into that right now. So without further ado, let's get into the presentation for the Airliners International Convention and what you need to know. So let's do it. Alrighty guys, and here we go with the information portion of this video. So as you can see, I pulled up this Google slide so you can learn all about what's going to be happening for Airliners International in Dallas Fort Worth. So I'm excited to showcase this Google slide for you guys, and I hope you guys enjoy. So as you can see, this is the first slide, Airliners International 2023, all you need to know. So yeah, let's begin. And yeah, just a simple first slide. So yeah. But let's begin with the event background. So here's the event background. Excuse me. So the dates are going to be from June 21st to June 24th. And the airport, of course, will be in DFW Airport, Dallas Fort Worth International Airport, or KDFW. And the location of the event will be at the Hyatt Regency DFW Airport Hotel. So yeah, that's like kind of like the short information background on what's going to be happening and where the event's going to be taking place and how long the event will last. So yeah, that's that. Next up, I do want to talk about some history. So let's begin with the Airliners International history and how it formed. So let's get started as I read this paragraph. In 1977, founders Paul and Pat Collins hosted a 3-day get-together of aviation and airliner enthusiasts at the Americana Inn in Cincinnati, Ohio. From there, they traded in some airliners or aviation memorabilia from model aircrafts, timetables, safety cards, etc. So, this portion of this paragraph, there were two people who hosted a 3-day get-together in Cincinnati, Ohio, which is kind of close to the airliners, the first airliners was in Americana Inn in Cincinnati, which I think it's close to Cincinnati International Airport, if I were to guess. I'm not sure. I haven't went to Cincinnati at all, or I have not, but it's quite interesting. So, not really familiarized with Cincinnati, Ohio. So, yeah. But that's not all, as they also hosted model contests and a trip to the Air Force Museum. So, as I said, you can expect tours that are going to be happening and a model contest. And while I'm not into contests, if you're a person who likes showcase either models or airports to the public and have the judge it, go for it. I mean, I'm not all a judge person or a contest person, but if you are, like I said, just go for it, and hopefully you can get first place. So yeah, you can also expect some contests in Airliners 2023, and yeah. So of course, your tours are gonna be happening as well. They just released tours I think it was a couple of days ago as of this recording. So you can get some look for a tour and yeah, go for what you like. What tour would you like? And then yeah, check it out. And yeah. let's continue. So, while 60 people show up during the first Airliners International Convention, it was said that the event would be hosted annually during a Saturday night banquet. So, they hosted like a Saturday night banquet every Saturday, and yeah, they would like talk about what's gonna be happening there, and of course, yeah. So, the first Saturday night banquet they had, it said that the Airliners International will be hosted annually, which they are right now. Well, except for 2020, of course, because like the pandemic. And yeah, kind of like screwed up the schedule for airliners, unfortunately. So that's like the first portion of like history right there. And as you can see by this picture, this is like Airliners in Atlanta, but I'm not sure what year it was. I'm thinking that's like Airliners in 2019, if I would guess. I'm quite not sure. But yeah, here's like a picture of like people right there. This is what the Airliners is gonna look like. So yeah, but I do want to continue with some history. And yeah, this is like the second portion. So over the past years, Airliners International has grown to be one of the largest aviation gatherings in the world. Every summer, aviation enthusiasts from around the world would gather at a certain location near this airport to exchange aviation memorabilia items, hang out and meet fellow geeks, and talk about planes all day long. This year's Airliners International Convention in DFW will be the 46th convention hosted by Airliners, and it will be the third time Dallas will be the host city for this convention. So, I can't really call what were the past the past 2 years Airliners was in Dallas, but I'll give you like the year numbers on when Dallas was like the host city for Airliners. But all I know is like Airliners 2023 will be in DFW, which I'm pretty excited about. So yeah. So that's pretty much the entire history of Airliners International. So that's pretty much all you need to know for the history. Next up for the slides is the DFW airport history. So I do want to give you guys a bit of background information, well, a short, brief background information of Dallas-Fort Worth International Airport. Here is one of their ATC towers. They have like, if I were to guess, maybe like 2 ATC towers. I'm not really quite sure. I haven't looked through like the whole map of DFW, but yeah, that's one of their control towers. So let's begin with the DFW airport history. So opened in 1973, DFW is the largest hub for American Airlines. It is ranked one of the busiest airports in the world by aircraft movement. It serves as a primary international airport serving the DFW Metroplex, or Dallas-Fort Worth Metroplex. And DFW has served to 260 destinations with 193 domestic and 67 international from 28 scheduled airlines. So DFW is a busy airport, I must say, and one of the largest in the US. So really interesting to explore a new airport, and I don't think I've never seen it. Well, I know SCA is a big airport, but I'm eager to see what DFW is like. But yeah, there is that. And here is the DFW airport statistics. That's kind of like a tongue twister, but yeah, according to Wikipedia. So as you can see, the number one destination from DFW is Los Angeles, California, with 1,027,000 passengers, and those are operated for American Airlines, Delta, and Spirit. Coming in number 2 is Las Vegas with 923,000 passengers, with American Frontier, Spirit, and Sun Country flying these routes. And the third spot goes to Atlanta, Georgia, with 856,000 people or passengers from American, Delta, Frontier, and Spirit. So those are like these interesting statistics. These are listed as busiest domestic routes. And for the international routes, Cancun, Mexico is the top destination in DFW's list, with 1,138,568 passengers flying this route. And those airlines that operate this route is American, Frontier, Spirit, and Sun Country. Next up is Mexico City, with like 636,130 passengers, and those airlines are operated for Aeromexico, Avianca, not Avianca, that's like a South American, Viva Aerobus, and Volaris. And coming in third place is the UK, with London Heathrow's Airport, with 598,918 passengers. And those two airlines are operating that route. Who operate that route are American and British Airways. So yeah, most of like the international routes for DFW mostly consist of Mexico. Probably like the reason is because Mexico is just south of Texas. So quite interesting. You also got Frankfurt, Germany with American and Lufthansa with 222,494 passengers, and Paris Charles de Gaulle from France, 193,463 passengers with Air France and American, and Toronto Pearson in Canada with 259,511 passengers, serving for American and Air Canada. Now, here is the annual passenger traffic at DFW from 1994 to present day. So here's 1994. There were like 52,642. Let me reread that. I kind of like messed up. Sorry, guys. So 52,642,225 passengers traveled back in 1994, and yeah, this is kind of like all the annual passenger traffic. So you can see how the numbers grow steadily from like the 90s, and then like it kind of like went down in 2001, and then it started to like build up again in passengers throughout the years, and then 2019. Here's like I think 2019 was kind of like, you can see like this highlight. 2019 was pretty much like the biggest number in terms of like passenger numbers. So yeah, 75,066,956 passengers travel on that year. So that is a big number, I must say. And as you can see, in 2020, because of the pandemic, it dropped down to 39,364,990 passengers. So that's kind of like a steep drop of passengers because of that. But hey, in 2022 last year, 73,362,946 passengers traveled. So at least it bounced back to like almost normal levels, I must say. So that's pretty nice for DFW right there. So that's it for all the statistics. Once again, the statistics is a tongue twister, so I kind of like had to like take some time to read that. But yeah, next up, we are gonna like move on. I think we're gonna be moving on to what's gonna be happening for airliners. So let's go. So let's begin with the hotel. So the Hyatt Regency at DFW is I don't know why I put in this, like the Hyatt Regency at DFW. Ignore the second one, it's like a typo. It's located adjacent to Terminal C, like I said. Free parking is available for all show attendees and hotel guests. So, yeah, I think there's like I don't know, I haven't researched much about the free parking, but all I know is free parking is available for all show attendees and hotel guests. But, of course, I'll be flying there, so I don't want to bring a car. But for some people who bring a car, yeah, it's free parking. So that's pretty nice right there. So here is the Hyatt Regency Hotel. You can actually book a hotel on the Hyatt Regency website. I booked my hotel like a couple of months back. I'm not sure if it was in February or March, but I already booked my hotel. So that's pretty nice right there. You can like click on like the hotel registration and the hotel fees, and then you can proceed from there. Next up is the registration, and I will actually be demonstrating on how to register for airlines. So let me move this out of the way. So here is the Airliners International website right here, airlinersinternational.org. So as you can see, pretty much interesting stuff right there. So this is where you would click here. You would click register now. But I do want to go over the registration for you guys. So here's the registration right there. You first get the 3-day registration, which includes 3 days with 3-day entrance, early administrated to trading hall on Thursdays, welcome party admission, eligible for tours and contests, show booty bag, and other show souvenirs. And that costs like $60. I would highly recommend going for this option if you're new to airliners. For me, because I'm new, I would also go for this option. And then you also have the suite registration and the banquet. So every Saturday they would host like a Saturday night banquet where a guest speaker will speak. And that costs $150. And I would honestly, I would not really go for this because like I just want to see what Airliners International is like, because like I'm a newcomer for airliners, so I would just go for the $60. If you're new, you can go for the $60, but if you're kind of like somewhat new, I mean, if you attend Airliners last year, then you kind of know the gist of it. But if you want to go for the Airliners with, well, the Sweet Day registration with the banquet, go for it. And early buyer registration, so you can see all of these stuff. And yeah, some other stuff. Welcome party only, that's $25. This one's $80. Banquet only is $99. General administration. Daily walk-in administration would be available during general administration hours. Not eligible for any tours, contests, shows, events, rated to be at 5s. And here are all the vendor tables right there. So if you want to like put your vendor, like your tables right there, I'll go into the vendor tables later. And yeah. And if you want to like know about like the hotel information, then you can click on hotel information right there. So as you can see, Hyatt Regency, DFW International. And then you can click on the hotel information right there, and it'll showcase this. So here is all like the stuff, and yeah, I'm not gonna go like too much information on that. So this is where you would like register for your hotel, book your hotel room, and yeah. Anyways, back to the slides. So yeah, that's kind of like how I demonstrate on how you would register for DFW International for Airliners, and yeah. So that's it for that. Next up is the ballroom layout. So here is the full ballroom layout. Look at this space. It's like, so Airliners International this year will be in one ballroom. So you can see how many vendor tables there are. There are a lot, to say the least. There's like, I think 300 vendor tables according to some videos I watched. So that is a lot. I must say that it's just all these vendor tables in one room. That is interesting. In Airliners 2022 in Chicago O'Hare, it was like separate rooms, so not as big rooms. Well, the grand ballroom is big, but then you got some other rooms that separate each vendor table right there. So yeah, like I said, for this year, it's just one room, and I'm just excited. Look at all like the entrances right there. Wow, the sweet entrances, I must say. So a lot of people are going to be coming inside this ballroom, and I can't wait to see it for myself. I mean, like, I'm going to be like mind blown and like ecstatic just to see how many like vendor tables there are. Wow, that's going to be interesting. And then if you want to know on who's going to be the vendor attendees, there it is. So here are the vendor attendees. So you got all these like vendor attendees like here, from people to like postcards, flying model planes, postcards, and other what was I gonna say? Oh yeah, so other aviation memorabilia stuff right there. So as you can see, aircraft models is gonna be present. DG Pilot, a model plane retailer that I've been buying recently, is gonna be there too. So here is DG Pilot right there. They're gonna be in tables 31 and 35. So there's that. There is also some more. Are there any? Oh yeah, Waffle Collectibles is right there. So they'll be in table 77. So here is Waffle Collectibles right there. Michael Warfel. I think I'm not sure, he's like one of the staff members of. He is one of the staff members of Waffle. So there's that. And then you got Airlines Dispatch right there. Museums and all that. Sky Shirts. Quite interesting stuff right there. And are there any other like model retailers I know from what I'm checking? It's gonna take a while for me to like scroll through all this. But oh yeah, there we go. Now I see a retailer that I know. From tables 172 and 173, West Coast Diecast will be there. So I'm excited to see West Coast Diecast. West Coast Diecast, of course, they are an amazing retailer. And hopefully I can see them. I can meet the guys and yeah, talk with them. And from what I can, oh yeah, there's also the airplane shop as well. So here's the airplane shop, tables 198 to 199, right there. So yeah, that's kind of like the simple look at the vendor attendees. You can pause and check all these vendor attendees, and you can pause and also look at the ballroom layout. So those are the two stuff that you need to know, like the two stuff that you need to know about the vendor attendees and the ballroom layout. So yeah, that's that. Next up, we have some tours. So tours will be provided during the convention. Here are the full list of tours that are going to be happening. So as you can see, this is from Chicago International Airport during Airliners International 2022 last year. So as you can see, there's like a lot of people getting picture of this Swiss Airbus A340-300 landing. That is so cool. So yeah, that's like a RAM tour that happened during Airliners 2022. So here's like the full list. So you got the Southwest Airlines Training Center. There's also going to be a C.R. Smith Museum tour, which is, I would try to like go to the C.R. Smith Museum tour. Also, I do want to like look at the DFW maintenance hangar for American Airlines, which is really cool. And the DFW RAM tours, there's going to be DFW RAM tours, but that's to be announced. They haven't like announced information for DFW RAM tours as of this recording, or maybe if the video is published, and maybe I'll send in a link about that. So yeah, there's also the Southwest Airlines Love Field Maintenance Engine Shop. So yeah, there's that. There's also the Frontiers of Flight Museum at Love Field. And yeah, you got all these amazing tours. So I think they might be paid. Like, I think they are paid. Like, you have to pay for like these tours if I were to guess. So I would highly recommend purchasing a tour as early as now. And yeah, you have to like go, if you want to look for a tour that you're interested, then go for it. You can like look for the tour, and hopefully it falls within your schedule. So there's that. So those are the tours. I'm going to be attending one of these tours, and hopefully they're going to be amazing. Alright, so next up, we have some guest speakers. So guest speakers will be there telling stories and sharing information on their career in the aviation industry. There can also be some speakers that talk about the history and career paths of airliner pilots for airliner pilots. A guest speaker would also be present during a Saturday night banquet. So as I mentioned before, a guest speaker will be there during the Saturday night banquet. But throughout the convention, there will be guest speakers from like pilots to other aviation workers from airports and other stuff. Or some photographers or AV. So they would like share their passion for aviation and they also share their careers and like working with the airlines and pilot journeys, and working with the ramp agents as well. So you can expect some guest speakers. I would highly recommend attending some of these guest speakers. I would love to, but let's see if that falls on my criteria. But yeah, there is that. Next up, we have some model airplanes and aviation memorabilia. This is like the more important part about airliners right here. The model planes and the aviation memorabilia, because like you can like get like rare models from airliners and some other conventions out there. But yeah, let me read this sentence or this paragraph for you guys right there. So probably the best part about the convention is the trading of aviation memorabilia. Anything from model planes, timetables, safety cards, airline magazines, and much more you can choose from. So as you can see by this picture, there's like a Qantas 707 and a I think that's a KLM DC-8 and a 737 Classic right there. So you can see many of like these big scale aircrafts at these vendor tables. If not, if you want to get a Gemini 200, there's going to be a lot of Gemini 200 rare models out there, including 1400s as well. There's also going to be like a lot of Aero Classics models as well. So I'm already going to be making a list of what models I need to get for Airliner 2023. I might have to start that as soon as possible, but I'm really excited to snag on what models I'm going to be get. So yeah, like prepare your budget, because you're going to be spending money a lot. You're going to be spending so much money during this convention. Of course, like I'm trying to stick with my budget, and you should also stick with your budget as well. But like, there's gonna be a lot. There's gonna be a lot of models I could choose from. I could grab like one $50 model, another $50 model, a $30 regional jet, a $10 safety card. What else? Like any aviation memorabilia stuff, I can grab in a quick of a snap. Well, depending on like the quality control for the models to be exact. But I'm just, wow. Like, I'm excited to see what I can do. I'm not sure what I'm going to be doing for the airliners in terms of model collecting. I'm going to have like a big stack of models when I go home. Let's just say that. But of course, once again, I'm trying to stick with my budget. So, trying to save on some money. So, that's that. But other than that, I'm excited to see what models I'm going to be getting and what aviation memorabilia stuff I can grab from this convention. So I'm just excited for that. So now, we move on to the goals. Well, for my goals for Airliners International 2023. This is something that's going to be important for me when I go there. And here are like the list. These are the bullet points I put out. So I'm going to try to go to one of their tours, like I said. Of course, as I said, let me go back. So here's the tours. I will try to go for the American Airlines C.R. Smith Museum. And then also the Southwest Airlines. Well, I could try going to... I would love to go to Love Field. Because like Love Field is quite different to like DFW. I will also be like going for the American Airlines DFW maintenance hangar shop right there. And possibly the Ram tours as well. So really excited for those. Yeah, it's gonna be very fun. Alright. So of course the tours are right there. And the second bullet point, of course, like collect as much model planes and memorabilia items as I can while sticking with my budget. So as I said on the previous slide, I'm gonna be grabbing like a certain amount of models and add them to my collection. And yeah, I'm gonna be sticking with my budget as well. I may have to like save up money if I were to work. But yeah, I'm gonna be saving so much money for this convention and I'm just excited. But yeah. Kind of like simple, like just spend your money wisely. And yeah, and stick with your budget. So yeah. My third bullet point will be doing some DFW plane spotting. I know there's going to be a DFW plane spotting meetup hosted by Red River Aviation and JJ Skippy. So I'm just excited for that. I am going to be attending that. So yeah, if you can hit me up, say hi, I'll be there. Along with the other team, like Connor and JJ Skippy. I know some people are also going to be there too, like Citrus and hopefully AS Aviation as well if they come. So I'm just excited to meet these guys. Yeah, I'm excited to meet these guys. And one of the spotting locations I do want to go is Founders Plaza, which is like a nice spotting location, I would say. During like golden hours, Founders Plaza is a great spotting location for DFW. And I also want to do some terminal spotting. So I want to try like the Skylink spotting, similar to what Red River Aviation does when he's in DFW. So I want to try something like that, just like what he did. So it'll be quite interesting. And yeah, so those are going to be like the spotting locations I'm planning on going to when I'm at DFW. And yeah. And my fourth bullet point is probably the most important one. So, talk and interact with many aviation enthusiasts as much as I can. So, there's going to be a lot of aviation enthusiasts, including myself, and I can't wait to talk with these people right there, sharing my passion and love for aviation to other people, and more importantly, meeting these YouTubers that I've been knowing for quite a while. Red River Aviation, JJ Skippy, Citrus Aviation, AS Aviation, and some other aviation YouTubers that also have model planes. I'm just excited to meet these guys. I've been wanting to meet these guys ever since I started model plane collecting, and their channels are just amazing. I love them. I love their channel. I love their content so much. They produce great content, and even myself as well. And this is what got me into like aviation in the first place, and this is how I got into model collecting as well. So that is just nice right there. So I'm really fortunate to be part of this community right here. And as for an advice for this convention, save money and stick with your budget. As I said before, interact with fellow Abe geeks and do what you love and love what you do. A quote that I have for Red River Aviation. I know he always used that during his ending, his outros, of course. So I do want to like include this one too. Do what you love and love what you do. Be part of this aviation community and just do what you love. Like share your passion about aviation, talk about airplanes all day long. It's what I do as well. So really fortunate to do that. And yeah, that is it for this presentation right there. So, see you in Airliners, and have a waving hand emoji. So, yeah, that's pretty much it for like this portion, the information right here. So, overall, I'm just excited to attend this convention. It's gonna be fun, and I don't know what I'm gonna be doing when I'm in Airliners. I'll be like, I kind of know what to do, but I don't know how I'm gonna be interacting with these 8 geeks right here. Because I don't think I'm not gonna, when I go to Airliners, I'm gonna be surprised to see this many aviation enthusiasts from around the world just in one location. And I've been talking to aviation enthusiasts before, but talking like seeing this like group of aviation enthusiasts, that's gonna be something that I'm gonna have to deal with. Cause yeah, I kind of I'm just, but other than that, I'm just like, yeah, I kind of have no worries about that. But what I'm saying is like, talking with these many people is quite interesting, and I'm usually like talk with a small group of people, like small aviation enthusiasts, but being part of like a big group is quite interesting. And yeah, it's gonna be very interesting to say the least when I go to Airliners International 2023. And overall, I'm just excited to meet these guys, meet aviation enthusiasts, and interact with them all day long. So yeah, but other than that, that is it for this presentation, like I said. So what I'm gonna be doing now is gonna be like sticking with like the outro recording. So I will transition into the outro recordings and all the advice for this convention. So let's do that. Alright, so I hope you guys enjoyed that portion of this video. Now I do want to talk about on what's going to be happening in terms of content for my channel for the Airliners International 2023 trip. So what I'm going to be doing before the Airliners trip is I'm going to be posting trip announcements for my flight from Sacramento to Dallas-Fort Worth and back to Sacramento from DFW. I'll be flying with American Airlines for the first time, so you should see a trip report coming soon for my channel. And what's next after that is I think I'll also be talking about the tours and my plan, like a schedule plan from the Airliners convention on what I'm going to be doing from there. And probably during the convention, I think after the convention, I might be doing some spotting clips first from plane spotting videos, and probably later on, I would probably do like the flight reports, and after the flight reports, I would go into like the day 1, day 2, day 3 convention on what happened on that day. So I'm really excited for that, and probably I'll be also attending tours as well, so you should expect some tour videos that are going to be happening during the convention. And hopefully, if I ever get a chance of booking the DFW Ram tour, yeah. And if I ever have a chance that I get to book the DFW Ram tour, then I would probably upload a video of the DFW Ram tour as well. So I'm really excited for that. Now the Airliners convention is going to be something new to me, and this is my first time there. And yeah, I might be spending so much money, so probably around this month, I might start saving up for that convention. And I do have work, so if I can work constantly, then I can like earn money and have enough money to spend during the convention. So I need to make sure I have a budget for my spending, so I need to focus on that, like I talked about in the presentation. And other than that, I'm just excited to see what the convention is all about, and I'm excited to meet you guys there. So overall, the Airliners International Convention 2023 is going to be an exciting convention for me. It's going to be something new that I have never experienced before, and I'm just beyond excited to meet you guys, do what we love, and love what we do. And yeah, I'm just excited to meet you guys there, hang out, and talk to me about my YouTube channels and all that stuff. And yeah, I'm just beyond excited to meet you guys, and I hope to see you guys in the Airliners International Convention. It's going to be very exciting, and I'm just beyond excited to see what this convention is all about for me as an aviation enthusiast. So, I hope you guys enjoyed today's video. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe to my YouTube channel, and turn on that post notification bell so you won't miss a video like this anytime soon. And stay tuned for some Airliners International content coming soon in the future. I'm just excited to upload those videos for you guys. So, that is it for today's video. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you guys in Airliners International 2023 in Dallas, Texas. Anyways, good night.